production center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network from Alabama's International University. This is Troy TrojanVision Midday.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision Midday for September 18th, 2015. Around the world, we go to Lauren Harksen at the Global News Desk.
A terrible tragedy in Saudi Arabia happened on Thursday. Authorities say more than 700 people died in a stampede toward the Muslim holy city of Mecca. Alex Ortiz reports from Cairo, Egypt.
The crush of people was just too massive for Saudi Arabia's security forces to control. CBS News, Cairo.
China's president arrived Thursday in Washington, D.C. for a state visit. He is the only head of state to be given the honor twice during Barack Obama's presidency. So far this week, the Chinese leader has been striking deals with the West Coast with businesses before heading to the nation's capital to address diplomatic challenges with the Obama administration. Mark Albert reports from Washington.
Chinese President Xi Jinping lands in Washington at a time of strained relations between the U.S. and China. Mark Albert for CBS News, Washington.
Presidential candidates took time out from the campaign trail to attend a speech from Pope Francis to a joint session of Congress. While the Pope called for unity from Americans' politicians, he also hammered home some points which not all of the GOP presidential hopefuls agree with. Craig Boswell is in Washington, D.C. with more details.
Pope Francis's visit to the U.S. has already captured so much attention, it should be no surprise that he has become part of the narrative of the presidential campaign. Leading the field, all are above the 20% mark. Craig Boswell, CBS News, Washington.
And that's your news from across the country and around the world. Now back to you, Austin.
From the High Definition Production Center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network from Alabama's International University, this is Troy TrojanVision Midday.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision Midday for October 2nd. And now for a look at what's happening across the country and around the world, we go to Lauren Harksen at the Global News Desk.
Hurricane Joaquin gained strength on Thursday as the storm swept across the Bahamas. It is now a major Category 4 hurricane. Forecasters expect the storm to eventually track north, threatening millions of people from the Carolinas to Massachusetts. Weijia Zhang has the latest from Nags Head, North Carolina.
People along the East Coast are waiting to see if Joaquin heads their way. The governor has already declared a state of emergency. Weijia Zhang, CBS News, Nags Head, North Carolina.
Smokers in England who light up in a car with kids can now get slapped with a fine. CBS Jonathan Vigliotti reports from London.
Smoking in any vehicle with anyone under 18 years old is now against the law in England, who may not have any. Jonathan Vigliotti, CBS News, London.
And that's your news from across the country and around the world. Now back to you, Austin.
The warrior spirit, it's in there. Now let it out and take the world by fire. Train well and learn what it means to be a Troy Trojan. Discover your inner warrior. Find it at troy.edu/spirit.
From the High Definition Production Center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network from Alabama's International University, this is Troy TrojanVision Midday.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision Midday for October 16th. And now for a look at what's happening across the country and around the world, we go to Lauren Harksen at the Global News Desk.
Hundreds of Israeli security forces are on guard across the country, and Jews are on edge after a wave of Palestinian knife attacks. Israeli officials are calling for diplomatic meetings to stem the violence. CBS Jonathan Vigliotti reports from Jerusalem.
Israeli police have set up new checkpoints between Palestinian and Jewish neighborhoods. Jonathan Vigliotti, CBS News, Jerusalem.
More U.S. troops will remain in Afghanistan for an extended period of time. President Obama announced the change of plans from the White House and says it is necessary to prevent future attacks. Craig Boswell is at the White House with the facts and the reaction.
President Obama says the security situation in Afghanistan is fragile, and more than Obama says American forces will be stationed at key bases at a cost administration officials tell CBS News is about $15 billion, $5 billion more than previously estimated. Craig Boswell, CBS News, the White House.
And that's your news from across the country and around the world. Now back to you, Kendall.